assess their 2 games, where your group has, I mean, because it seems like it's been one of the better groups on the field. How have they graded out, when you guys have, sat down and watched the film?
Sure. I think that we're led by the engine of our team, which is our D-line. And the reason why I start with them, like, we're just a product of those guys, like, doing a really, really good job for us, affecting throws, and it helps us get in really good position. So I think that with the group, our toughness, our effort, our passion has really been on display. Those are things that we emphasize on defense, and the guys have been doing a really good job executing it.
How is Martin in here taking a step? I think I saw that he's only allowed like 1 catch this year. So how has he kind of stepped forward this year?
Sure, he's a start player for us. And, we like to say that we always start at start, and we like to make sure that our smarts are before our toughness. He's obviously a tough player, but he's really taken it upon himself daily with his habits in the classroom, his daily work habits on the field. And, even though, he's a young player, he really does a really good job, like, utilizing everybody around the building, from Joe's staff to Larry and our guys that are on the strength performance side. He does a really good job bringing that to his game.
How is Greg coming along with, with the elbow, and what are the chances of him playing, I guess, on
Sure, that's a really good question. I think that, our system that we have here, they do a really, really good job, like, getting our guys back on the field, ready to perform the play, and he utilizes every opportunity to do it.
What have you seen? I know you had to go kind of deep in the second half against the Steelers, right? You had Cam out there, and I think Mike was out there too. So I know it was limited to snaps, but what did you see in those guys, especially if they have to be called upon for a bigger role if Greg can't play?
Resilience. It's a group that, like, we keep using the word start, but resilience is very, very important to us. So having, like, very smart players that are resilient in their roles, that really want to do it at a high level, is very, very important. I know that the other guys in our room, when you look at Mike Ford, when you look at A.J. Green, when you look at Cameron, when you look at Khalif, these are guys that have extreme versatility, and guys really want to do those things at a high level for us.
How is D-Hop playing, and what do you guys have to worry about with him?
Sure. We have to play great team defense. Whenever you have a great veteran receiver like that, obviously can stretch the field, he's a contested catch guy, it's a really fun matchup for our guys, and we're really looking forward to it.
How does Burks compliment him?
Excuse me?
Burks on the other, how does he compliment?
Absolutely. He's a guy, he gets down in the run fit. He's a guy that makes contested catches. He's a guy that also can stretch the field. So it's going to be a big challenge for our defense to play as a group, to make sure that we're gang tackling, to make sure that we're eliminating explosives, and really doing a really good job for the engine and the nerve center for our defense.
Communication-wise, how do you guys feel like you're operating in that room through the first 2 games?
Can you say that again?
Communication-wise, how do you guys feel like you're operating in that room through the first 2 games of the season?
Sure. It's a point of emphasis for us. We talk a lot about executing. We talk a lot about communicating so that all of our roles, so that we talk about 1 + 1 = 3. So the sum of our parts have to be greater. So all of our guys buying into that concept and working on those habits daily is going to keep helping us.
You guys haven't given up many plays like the one Pickens had, that long touchdown catch and run. So I guess what's the teaching point off of a play like that?
Oh, you got to be resilient. You have to be resilient. It's the NFL. Those type of plays are going to happen. But also, with the smart guys that we have in the room, our mental and physical toughness, how we're accountable to not just defense, but how we're accountable to our offense and our special teams, guys are going to resiliently bounce back because we keep the team first.
The fact that you guys played as much man as you did against that Bengals trio of wideouts, what do you think that did for your guys, the fact that you were able to shut them down like you did?
Sure, we like to keep the focus on the work. And our guys have really, really, really good work habits as students. So keeping the focus on our daily fundamentals and technique, I think that really helps us as a teacher, and it helps us as students to keep buying into the team concepts.
Looks like Denzel is even more locked in, if that's possible, but he just looks like really ready to take his game to the next level. Do you see that? Absolutely.
He's a really, really good leader for us. He does all of the little things right. He's a come early, stay late guy. He's also a young student that all of the other students in the room, they really look up to. So when one of your best players is the hardest worker in the room and he really embodies start, that really helps our defensive culture.
What is Mike Ford, you know, a guy that has sort of had to come up as a special teamer and kind of earn playing time in the secondary? What does he mean to that room, and just as a veteran in there with a lot of young guys?
And toughness, you know, and I say that with an extreme amount of, you know, passion with it. You know, he's a tough guy. He has really, really good effort. He plays with really good passion. And because of his work habits, all of the students in the room really, really respect what he brings. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You too.